A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, 4 Israeli hostages were released by Hamas early Saturday in exchange for the release of 200 Palestinian prisoners. This exchange marks the second phase of a ceasefire agreement that began last weekend, aimed at de-escalating tensions and facilitating humanitarian efforts in the region. The hostages, all young women, were captured during the initial Hamas attack on October 7, 2023, which resulted in the deaths of approximately 1,200 individuals in Israel and left a devastating toll in Gaza, with over 47,000 reported fatalities. The release took place in Palestine Square, northern Gaza, where a large crowd gathered to witness the handover. Armed Hamas militants were present to oversee the proceedings, which featured the Red Cross facilitating the exchange. Drones flew overhead, reportedly dropping candy packages for the spectators, a gesture that seemed to celebrate the moment amidst the ongoing conflict. The released hostages, Karina Ariv, Daniela Gilboa, Nama Levy, and Liri Albag, were all 20 years old, except for Albag, who was 19. They had been serving in a lookout unit at the Nahal Oz military base when they were kidnapped. Their release has sparked joy and celebration in Tel Aviv, where crowds gathered to welcome them back after 476 days of captivity. However, the situation remains tense as many families continue to worry about other hostages still held in Gaza. Israeli officials have indicated that 7 Israeli women, including 2 civilians, remain unaccounted for, heightening concerns regarding their safety and well-being. The Israeli government, while acknowledging the release of the 4 soldiers, expressed frustration over the failure to secure the release of civilian hostages as stipulated in the ceasefire agreement. IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari emphasized the importance of returning all hostages, including Arbel Yehoud and Shiri Bibas, who was abducted with her 2 young children. The Prime Minister's office confirmed that the planned release of Palestinian prisoners would proceed, but emphasized that no Gazans would be allowed to cross into southern Gaza until the release of Yehoud was arranged. In total, 200 Palestinian prisoners, including 121 serving life sentences, are expected to be released later today as part of the agreement. This exchange is seen as a critical step toward restoring some level of normalcy and potentially paving the way for a longer-lasting peace. However, the aftermath of the conflict has left many Palestinian civilians displaced and facing dire conditions, with reports of homes reduced to rubble and families torn apart. The ceasefire agreement is structured in phases, with Hamas committed to releasing a total of 33 hostages over 6 weeks, starting with women, children, and older hostages. The first phase began last Saturday, when 3 hostages were released, followed by the current exchange of 4. The agreement also includes the release of over 1,000 Palestinian prisoners from Israeli jails, a move that is expected to draw mixed reactions within Israel. As the world watches the unfolding situation, there is a glimmer of hope that this ceasefire could lead to a more permanent resolution to the conflict that has plagued the region for decades. For now, families celebrate the return of their loved ones while anxiously awaiting news of those still in captivity. The future remains uncertain, but the recent developments have sparked discussions about the potential for peace and the urgent need for humanitarian aid in Gaza, as many residents continue to suffer from the effects of the ongoing conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.